Hello. I know they didn't teach you this at school, but the Nazis were democratic progressives. They're full-on socialists. They supported gun control and all of the stuff the Democratic Party over here supports. They want to kill as many Americans as they possibly can. They started off, okay, well, look how many so far they're up to. They already got more than 1.5 million or so, 15 million unborn Americans. That was way more than Hitler ever accomplished during the Holocaust. And of course, they were unarmed because when you're that low, you can't have a gun. But I really want the Republicans to realize God wants us to grow kids in the hospital as a medical experiment. We should give people money for keeping the kid in their belly for as long as they can, and then afterwards grow them in the hospital. But instead, you're using taxpayer money to kill a kid so we can't have money in the future to pay for stuff. If you guys were to not have murdered so many kids, we could have afforded health care for everyone. But in order to get health care for everyone, if you want health care, you sign up for the program. What does it give you? 1,000 copies of yourself. You get a government cell phone. The government cell phone always has tracking on, and goes ahead and your cell phone is an avatar of yourself. So on the supercomputer, you are walking around in a real world wherever your cell phone goes. And then they can go ahead and they can monetize that and make you money. So money goes towards you and towards the government. But the government is only able to take up to 40%, and the rest of the money goes towards you. That is much better than paying taxes or giving your information to some other company that goes ahead and keeps away from free. And this way, you don't have to worry about VPN. You connect directly to the government, and you can go ahead and you can pretend you're coming out of any of the embassies. And so any of the other private websites, they will only know you came from the government. They will not have any information, and they will not be able to click any information from you. It'll be completely protected by the government, kind of like a VPN, keep you away from everything. But this way, your connection would be directly to the government, so you would not have to worry about any other third party looking at you or trying to keep track and make money by selling your information. Your information is going to get sold, but the money is going to go towards you and towards the government so that we can justify having no taxes for a real person, but your copies of yourself are going to pay 40% taxes. But it's not really going to matter because you already have 1,000 copies of yourself. 1,000 copies of yourself. They're all gonna start to work for the government right at first, but then afterwards you can go ahead and you can move them to other locations. You, as long as they have an internet connection, you can just hang out there, and you will be at work, and the minimum wage will be really low on copies of you, because you have so many copies of you. You can do 1,000 jobs all at the same time. I mean, you're making, even if you're making 10 cents an hour, there's 1,000 copies of yourself. That's $100 an hour just for answering the phone and playing on your cell phone, giving information, and the government is doing all the technical stuff, making copies of yourself on the supercomputer. Because I know I personally, I will never be able to afford a supercomputer, and the only way I can have access to it is if the government gives me access to their supercomputer. And the only way I know how to get access to it is to go ahead. I can tell myself, if Google can tell my information, my search history, why can't I tell my own private search history and get money for me? I don't want the money going to Google, and I don't use Facebook because I'm a little bit too scared about having all my information to go to give Mark Zuckerberg billions of dollars when I could have money and information coming to me. If my information gets sold, as long as the money comes towards me, I'm a British. I've been over here legally my whole life. I just don't have the money to hire a lawyer to do the paperwork. So I'm kind of I'm gonna figure out a way to get more money. I think I'm gonna start doing advertisements maybe on another YouTube channel. Once I get that done, I'm probably gonna need help setting that up. So I'll be talking to people about that. But right now, I want access to the government supercomputer. You have recordings of everyone. You're recording everything. I'd rather just have you give me a free cell phone than me pay money for a cell phone that you are gonna go behind my back and get the recordings from anyway. The NSA records everything no matter what energy. We don't worry, we just put it in the file because we ever need it in the future. Well, this is the future. I need it right now to keep myself safe. You're storing the information, but I don't know what is going on around me. The only way I can know what is going on is if I have 1,000 copies of myself. So go ahead and look over all of the information you have recorded on me. Then I can go ahead and read over all of the government CIA files you have on stuff. People would understand we did not win World War II. We were invaded by the Nazis with help from Operation Paperclip. They were democratic socialists. They did come across here with the Republican President Bush, but then they settled into the Democratic plantation, into NASA. They had really good technology. And we would have really good technology if our patent agency would release all the technology we had, but they don't want to. They wanted to keep us on fossil fuel. They don't want to release 0-point energy or solar panels that work really good. Because, if we destroy the planet, the rich don't care. They'll be able to get out of here. But the poor of us, the people on Social Security, we're stuck here there's nothing to do, and because they're killing all of our next generation, our social security is not going to be anything. Why do I not have 1,000 copies of myself paying taxes, paying for social security for the next generation? Imagine, if I had 1,000 copies, even if they're getting taxed 40%, it's still out of $100. I got $60, the government gets $40 for an hour of work. I can deal with that. I can live on $60 an hour. I can go ahead. Some hours I would just spend time on my cell phone. Other times I would go to the beach, go walking, do other stuff. Well, not walking, 'cause I can't walk. But go running over still in my power wheelchair. Well, I don't have one now, but when I have one, I can do that. But you never know. I wanted to go ahead and change the whole world. I don't think power wheelchairs should be so expensive. I think they should be around $500. I think a one-person electric car should be around $2,000. But they're not charging that. They're charging way too much for electric stuff. When you don't need to, you can just 3D print any of the old technology and go ahead and make electric cars for really cheap. They don't need to be super fancy. They just need to be the very minimum. And if people want to modify them, that's up to them. But as long as you just make them and produce the very minimum for really cheap, that would be very good for the economy and for the world. If you complain about you want to get rid of want everyone to use electric powered vehicles. Well, where is our $2,000 one-person car? If we start mass producing them, so everyone has a little thing, kind of looks like a bug, but it has a convertible bug, but you can put one person in it. That's all you need to make a car. A one-person electric convertible imitation bug. There's people checking out bugs and making them electric, but why not make a one-person electric bug for really cheap? Come on. I know these people can do it. I've seen them, the Midwest Police. They do a bunch of tricked out stuff, but they use gas engines and go-karts. Why don't we make electric go-karts? You can drive on the street then. Go ahead and use the ADA rules and make electric vehicles. You can go ahead and you can do so much if you do that. The handicap has a really big advantage. People think, and life is hard, but there's a lot of advantages you get when you're disabled. I'm trying to figure out a way, because I don't like relying on other people to help me out and give me money. So I'm trying to figure out a way that I can have my own little group of copies of me. And because the white man ended slavery, the white Republicans ended slavery, the Democrats are not allowed to have slaves, so they figure we're going to just have abortion and kill everyone and just destroy the whole planet. Okay.